Hello guys, welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Today's video I'll be going over the summer update. There's so many things that got added in Clash Royale this update. There's a trophy road extension, some balance changes, a new card, new arenas, so many new things to talk about today. And so make sure you tune for the entire video guys. I'll put the tags down below so you know if you just want to skip and just listen to the balance changes, just trophy road, just the new card. So anyway, we'll add those tags down below so you guys can just skip through if you don't want to watch the entire thing. But anyway, if you are staying for the entire thing, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe guys. It really helps me out a lot more than you might think. And don't forget to turn those notifications on as well. But let's get right into the question of the day here. So the question of the day is by my friend AQVPS, and he said, do I think E-barbs will still be as good this season? And honestly, a few days into the season and they're just as good, if not a little bit better. I believe their win rate has increased a little bit, maybe with a synergy with the Fire Spear. I'm not really too sure why, but we'll get a little more into the E-barbs later into the game as we talk about these balance changes guys. But starting off the video today, I want to talk about the trophy road extension. So let's pull this up right here. So the trophy road extension now has up to 8,000 trophies. So if you are like an ultimate champion, you were finishing at 7,000 plus before, now it's going to go to 8,000 plus. We might even see people hitting 10,000 trophies, which is kind of actually possible with this update guys. So maybe 10,000 will be absolutely insane. Maybe I'm just like blowing that out of the water. But anyway, so now the leagues are 5,000, 8,000, and like still 300 to 400 in between each arena. And the trophy road now got extended from basically 0 to 4,000, now it's 0 to 5,000 guys. So they added 2 extra arenas called Rascal's Hideout and Serenity Peak. And so basically this is just a Clash Royale's way to get more coins into the game and additional rewards, just so the grind isn't as long basically. So the more coins in the game, the less of a grind is like what they're believing. So as we scroll down a little bit, we'll look at the percentage reset before and after. It's a little confusing just looking at the numbers, but basically it was the same for no matter where you were at in the arena before, but now the higher up you are, the higher trophies you'll be once the trophy season resets. So if you were at like 8,000 trophies before, once it reset, you're going down to like 6,000 or something like that. I believe you're going down to 6,000. And now if you're at 8,000, now you'd be going down to like, I think like 6,500. So it's actually a bigger difference than it might seem, and definitely notable. And I understand why they did this, and change for trophy loss as well. If you're Master 1 or above, you will actually be receiving less of a trophy loss, just to increase your chances of moving up the ladder and making it a little bit easier and more fun for everyone. But moving on from the trophies guys, so let's get right into this next part. So this next part is more gold and bigger chests. So more gold and bigger chests in Clash Royale. These are actually added to Royale APIs like chest rotation. So if you go on there and you look at your new chest rotation, it's going to be a little bit different. Before it was like every 4 silver chests you get 1 gold chest. Now it's going to be like every 4 silvers you get 1 gold coin chest or something like that. It's a little bit different. That has been the same system for years. All 5 years I've been playing Clash Royale, I've had the same exact chest rotation. I knew when they were coming. It was like just very predictable. And honestly, it didn't really make getting chests that fun and make pushing ladder all that fun at all either. So now that they added in some like different chests, it kind of just like gets you more motivation to keep playing guys. So now that there's a gold, a silver, and a bronze chest, of course gold chest will give you the most gold, bronze will give you the least. So there's 3 different variations as you can see right here, and they all depend on your king level. So they don't really depend on the arenas so much as chests do, but so these gold crates are definitely a lot better guys. So expect a lot more gold in the game now with these chests, but let's get right on to this next thing. So this next update that they added is shorter pass Royale and bigger bank. This is something that I was asking for myself personally in my head, never said it out loud, but I guess I didn't need to, maybe they heard me. So basically shorter pass Royale is now has 5 crowns to every tier, and once you hit every 10 tiers, it's going to be 10 crowns to get to the next tier. And so basically every 5 crowns just makes Pass Royale go by so much quicker. You'll be able to get the emote and the tower skin like on the 1st or 2nd day honestly. And now they changed the amount of gold in the bonus bank to 25,000. It's actually 15,000. That's like huge. So once the season resets, you already get that instant gold for like grinding through the ladder and all, and then you get that extra 25,000 as well. Like that's a ton of gold that they're just giving out there guys, and that is honestly an amazing change. I'm so glad they did that. But anyway, let's get right into this next one. So the Clan Wars 2 changes guys, so let's get right into them. So the Clan Wars 2 now has training days and battle days and improved boat defenses. So improved boat defenses I want to talk about first, even though it's listed second. Improved boat defenses, basically now it's a little more like incentive to do those boat defenses. So instead of just always going the normal best out of 3 battles, then a rage battle or something like that, now you're just going to go and you're actually going to start playing the PvE like they really wanted it to. And so I don't know, maybe it won't be too much of a difference for these boat defenses, but I'm sure once these training days are over, the battle days will be much more fun with these boot defenses and repairs. So let's go and get into the training days and battle days, guys. So now there's training days. Monday to Wednesday will be training days, and Thursday to Sunday will be battle days. And this is very similar to Clan Wars 1. This was a change that everyone in the United States, at least that I know, that plays this game, has been wanting forever. Because whenever it was a battle day and it was a Tuesday, I had to get up at like 5 a.m. and it's horrible. I didn't want to get up at 5 a.m. to do a battle, but I did it. And I like my clan, and I stayed in my clan because of it. But now I don't have to. Now I can just battle whenever I want throughout the day, be nice and chill about it, and by the end of the week, it'll be just the same as if nothing happened. So now it's very similar to Clan Wars 1, guys. So it's basically the most amount of fame or medals now, since they changed the name for some reason. Now it's gonna be medals by the end of the day, and medals by the end of the week is basically how you win the river race for the week. So basically that's how it works right now. And training days Monday to Wednesday. If you're in like a legit clan, you really don't have to worry about doing too much Monday to Wednesday, kind of like your off days. And so Thursday to Sunday, you will want to play the game at least like 2 or 3 battles a day, just to make sure that you get those battle days in. So that was really it for the Clan Wars 2 changes, but that's a huge change that's been asked by so many people. I'm so glad they implemented that. So no more Tuesday morning Clash Royale for me, which is a good thing, honestly. Alright, so let's get right into this new card, guys. I have a little bit of gameplay with this new card as well. So I'm going to talk about the card first, and I'll go ahead and show you my gameplay here. So as we look, it's a 4 elixir epic card. There are so many epic cards in Clash Royale, and there's so many like goblin related cards down. There's Goblin Giant, Goblin Barrel, Goblin Drill, and all of them are epic cards. So what I'm gonna do when this card officially releases, I'm gonna go ahead and make an all goblin deck. And I think there's just enough cards to do it. No spells, all goblins. I'm gonna see if it's a new meta. I'm gonna break the meta, guys. We'll see once that starts, and that'll be probably my next video once it officially releases. But basically, so the way it works is you can place it. It's like a tower that you can place on anywhere on the map, just like the miner or like a zap, something that you can like go and place anywhere. Like especially like the miner, of course, because the miner can dig underground. Same thing here, but the dig time is much slower. So if you want to go ahead and place a goblin drill on like the opponent's princess tower, you'll notice a very long difference. It's probably double the time compared to the miner getting to the tower. So it's something to mess with a little bit. Once you get the timing down, like everything, I'm sure it'll be just as easy. But yeah, let's get right into the gameplay here for this though, guys. Alright, so let's get right into this match here, guys. So for this match, we're going against Masood. Good luck, man. And we got the goblin drills in our starting hand. So I was actually doing the goblin draft, and my opponent gave me the goblin drill. So I'm going to go ahead and test it out. So it can squeeze right into the side of the towers, which is nice. And as you guys will see later in the video, like the time it takes for it to go and drill to the other side is much longer than the miner. Alright, so this guy's gonna go Eagle and Giant on the left side. A little bit of a weird push he's got going. I'm gonna get 4 elixir out of that. Then we should be able to get a good push with the Goblin Giant. We're gonna save our Firecracker right there. Goblin Giant, Goblin Drill coming in hot on the right side. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this once the Goblin Giant crosses the bridge. Maybe I did that a little too late. Watch how long this is, guys. So it's gonna be like a 2-3 second climb right there. It's gonna do some damage to that wizard. And it's actually going to finish off the wizard with the goblins that come out of that, because it didn't make the wizard retarget, but it did do some like on-hit damage right there. So a little bit of a nice play right there. And another 3 goblins once it falls. Not bad at all. Alright, so we take that tower with the goblin drill, guys. That was like way too easy. Alright, easy 1 crown right there with the goblin drill. We have the battle healer. Alright, so the interesting combo right here. We're going to go battle healer. I don't really know what to put behind it, because I don't really have an eagle in this deck. So maybe I'll just let it go, maybe cannon cart, and just kind of see what he does. Alright, so he does giant. I could have did an offensive cannon cart, I guess. But anyway, it's alright. We're going to go goblin drill as defense here. I want to go and see just how well it is defensively, because we know this guy has a double or eagle and giant push coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and place this goblin drill on the right side, just far enough so that it'll draw everything in. So let's go ahead and let's see. We'll place this Garmin here as well. I just want to see it defensively. Maybe it shouldn't be played defensively. I fell kind of quick, but now that I have a strong push on the right side, so maybe I don't really know what to think too much about that. But basically, it can be used defensively if need be. And actually, I'm taking the king tower. We're gonna cycle back to another goblin drill here, guys. We should win the game. Definitely, I think we should be using it defensively, pushing too often. So if you're using this in a cycle log deck, I would say that this deck is amazing. Yeah, so guys, that was really it about the game right here. We're just gonna cycle to our. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll go Baby Dragon, we'll cycle to our Snowball, and maybe that'll finish the game right here. Alright, looking like Snowball will finish. Actually, let's go Goblin Drill. Let's finish it off with the pop-up damage with the Goblin Drill right here. Let's see it. pop up. There it is, guys. All right, that was it for this video with the Goblin drill. All right, so moving on from the Goblin drill, there's also quality of life changes, which are freaking amazing. So there's 5 more deck slots, which has been asked by so many esports players throughout the years, and I have been wanting more deck slots forever now. 5 more deck slots is a huge quality of life change that I'm so glad that they added. Also, rewind functionality. So basically, now when you're looking at your replays, you can rewind instead of just having to go ×4 as fast as you can and then just restart it and then miss the same thing again. So rewind is freaking awesome. I love that quality of life change. They're making some great changes, and Clash Royale like popularity is going through the roof because of this. So also, there's permanent game modes in friendly battle, so you can do whatever game mode that ever existed. You can go ahead and friendly battle with your friends. That's how it should have been before. And also, going into this next one was the random tower skin selector. So it's a little bit of a long name, but basically it's like you can just choose any tower skin that you like, and it'll put it in rotation in every game, and it'll just pick a different one for you. So it's a little bit of like a quality of life change that's like, I don't know, it helps a lot of people out, but it's not really like so much of a help as it is just like a hassle changing the tower skin each game if you're like really into that. But now tower skins, maybe they'll start having them in the shop as well. With this change, I could see that happening. So the next thing that I really am so excited to get into are these balance changes, guys. So let's get right into these balance changes right here. All right, here it is, the balance changes. All right, so first card, as I said before, I went over this a little bit. Goblin drill, 4 elixir, lasts 9 seconds as a spawn time, and releases 3 goblins on death, and inflicts a little bit of damage as soon as it pierces the ground, and pops up near any tower right there. So a little bit of like on-hit damage as well. So anyway, I talked about that a lot for the Goblin drill, but if anyone has any questions, please be sure to hit me up in the comments. Let's also get into this next one, guys, the Fire Spirit. It got reworked along with the Furnace. So the Fire Spirit and the Furnace go hand in hand, of course, just like the Goblin Hut and the Spirit Goblins do. But the Fire Spirit got a rework, and an amazing one at that. So Fire Spirits are now 1 elixir, which is huge. It's half the elixir cost, but it's also got reduced from 3 to 1 Fire Spirits, so now it's just a Fire Spirit. It's not Fire Spirits anymore. So that's kind of the way I look at it right there. Their HP got doubled, a little bit more than double. Jump range increased by like 25%, damage radius increased by 50%. So now they can hit so many more things. So basically, like, it can wipe out an entire goblin gang just by hitting the first one. It can probably do about half the damage of every single barb. So if someone just goes and places the 5 barbarians and they're all going down one lane, you go Fire Spirit on that same lane, hits the front one, hits all 5, does about half their health. Absolutely crazy right there. So that's of course going to in turn make the Furnace even better. So since the Fire Spirit got lowered 1 elixir, but definitely a buff, and the Furnace stays at the same elixir and now does 2 extra waves every 7 seconds. So now basically Furnace has 2 extra waves of Fire Spirits, which is even better, and has the upgraded Fire Spirit now. I think that's a very huge buff coming for this, and I'm excited to see like the numbers change and like the win rates and the play rates definitely increase a lot for this Fire Spirits and Furnace. So that was something that I was very excited to talk about, guys. And next thing we got on the list is the E-Barbs, a slight nerf, although it doesn't appear even as it says like in the description here, it is a nerf. Mainly this was a professional nerf right here. A lot of pro players were going and playing the E-Barbs and trying to bait one E-Barb to the side, but they couldn't do it because the sight range wasn't as far as they'd like it to be, and for that reason they did go ahead and increase it by 9%, literally just for those pro players right there. You won't really notice this difference like almost at all in like normal gameplay, but like probably high up like 7,000 trophies, maybe 8,000 now, I would say you definitely notice a little bit of a difference with the E-Barbs, but not too much. So Rascals, basically after going from trash tier, I'd have to put them maybe in the A tier after this buff right here, guys. So the Rascal girls were like the main reason why I put them in the trash tier and why they were not playable. But now that their hit speed was increased by 20%, that's a big buff. So it went from 1 to 0.8 seconds, guys, and that's a very huge buff coming for these Rascals, and I'm excited to see their play rate increase as well. So next up, we got the Giant Skeleton. There's so many cards that got changed this patch, guys. So for the Giant Skeleton, it now does double death damage to towers, which is perfect. Before, they nerfed the guy way too much because he was pretty broken. He was overused compared to most cards, and then he went from overused like ridiculous to like not ever being seen again. And if you saw him play, you're like, oh, it's a Giant Skeleton, just leave him be, he can hit the tower. But now he does double damage to towers on death, and that's exactly what they needed. So they really didn't want to make it so the bomb killed everything around it, but now they did it so just that it hits the towers a lot more than the troops, and I believe that's how it should be, and you should see his play rate going up as well. So now the cannon and the cannon cart, guys. So the cannon has hit speed increased by 10%. I don't know if that's all that great of a buff for the cannon. I think it'll just really increase 2.6 Hog Rider, but I don't think it'll make anyone want to play the original 2.6 Hog Rider anymore. But definitely a good buff right there. But I do believe that the cannon cart in the destroyed state, that 10% increase is a big difference, because the cannon cart does so much damage to the tower, and for being an offensive troop, that is a very, very big buff right there for the cannon cart. Alright guys, so getting into the Golem and the Ice Wizard, our last two items here today. So the Golem, actually death damage got reduced by 28%. That is huge. So now the main purpose behind this was so this Golem Night Witch clone deck kind of got nerfed like crazy. So now when you go ahead and clone the Golem, you'll get much less use out of that. And I'm kind of curious as to why they did that. I guess there were some pros that literally had 97% win rate and like 200 games played with that Golem Night Witch clone deck. And so if you could master that, you were never losing the game, basically. It was a little bit broken, so that was another like pro nerf right there. Onto the Ice Wizard, guys. Let me scroll down a little bit for you. So onto the Ice Wizard. So the Ice Wizard hit points got reduced by 3%, and just so it dies to the Fireball. So one micro interaction with this Ice Wizard right here. So now it just dies whenever it gets hit by the Fireball, and vice versa. So now it's a 3 elixir card that should fall to the 4 elixir Fireball, and I completely understand why they did that. And whenever I played the Ice Wizard, I kind of loved that it wouldn't die to the Fireball, but now it does, and it makes sense. I'm not too mad about that as an Ice Wizard player. But anyway, guys, that was it for the video. Those were all the balance changes, all the quality of life changes. I gave you a little bit of gameplay with the Goblin Trail as well. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video, guys. Don't forget to leave a question of the day for tomorrow's video. I got Proto vs. Subs coming out again this week. And yeah, guys, so that's it. Peace out.